All right, today is the day. We are finally going to remove this and get everything seated. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to inspect inside, make sure nothing fell inside, even though I had those rags. Just want to be safe. If I find any debris, clean it up. I'm going to go ahead, get the new gaskets into position, and then we'll drop it in. Go. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. There we go. Alright, so I just prepped up the surface, got the new gaskets in. Still got to tie this ground, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get this into position and then maybe run to the store afterwards. We'll see. Because I should, still have enough space. Get a hand back down there and bolt on that ground, so I'm not worried about that. But let's go ahead. We got a T30. Let's see what else I'm gonna need. Come on. And we're probably gonna need an extension. All right. Got the extension. That felt good. And these do have to get torqued in sequence. So we're just going to bottom out the bolt. Yep, I recall you. Alright, there we go. That was a lot of work. It's going to be even fun once I actually have to torque this down to spec, having to do all this. Because after that, it's like, pop it off, and retrieve it. Alright. Got the next one in position. Come on. There we go. Ooh. All right, and the last one here for the passenger rear bolt. Way simpler. Pop, pop, pop. Good. And we'll start off with the rear and work our way forward. We got our vacuum lines here, one right there, and I think that's another one. Then we got the exhaust, EGR, and then this should connect with something. We'll figure that out. Cool. Two more. Cool. One more. Oh, I'm gonna have to disconnect you. All right, this one's gonna be a challenge. Oh yeah.
Five minutes later.
Sometimes gotta be a little bit more creative. Come on. There we go. Oh my God. What a fucking headache. But it's in there. Just so we could do this. But this is torqued in sequence. All right, so this is the torque sequence. Starting off with this one, it's going to be 1, 2, right, which is right across the way from this one here, which would mark this as 3. This side over here, across the way from 1 would be 4, 5, jump all the way to the back end, 6, 7, and then the one over here, 8. So let's go ahead. We're torquing that to 89 inch-pound, which is 7.5 foot-pounds. There you have it. All right. Got this in its spot. Bop. This makes it way more easier. I should have done that. There you have it. All right. Bop, bop. Cool. Going on to 4. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Quita. There we go. Five. Got 6. And the last one being 8. Bam. All right. So from here we got the old one I pulled off. Pretty straightforward. Get this going here. Into position. That there into position. Right? That's the idea. Take this off from here. Bop, bop, bop. And then, let's see. Yeah. Focus on this. Moving that part. Bop, bop. So we got that here. 2 bolts, and I think they're 10s. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the time to do my friend a solid and clean this throttle body. Look how dirty it is. All that gunk. Mainly back here though. So I'm gonna go ahead with these rags, get some throttle body cleaner, clean it up inside, and then mount that sucker back on there. But, all right, so let's go ahead. You can already see what it's looking like on the inside. I'm not expecting to leave this perfect. I'm gonna try, but you can only get old parts so clean. But compared to that, I would take this any day. Let's see if I can clean up that corner area a little bit more. Yeah, it's coming. All right, exactly what we want. Way more cleaner. Way more cleaner. Good. Let's get you on there. Así fácil. This is 7.5 foot-pounds, aka 89 inch-pounds. And if you saw that, I went from a star pattern bam, bam, or an X pattern, I guess you could say. There we go. Cool. And all that's left is to get this into position. Sweet. Alright, just wanted to show this part. So this was the fuel line. I ended up sticking it in, popping in the tab from the back, and all you got to do is just close this up right here and it's locked in. We'll run it this way. Here. Under here. Over there. Over on that end. Up like that. Around. Like so. And then we'll grab our bar, pull that down, and then put the belt on. Alright, so everything's still in its position. I'm using a 3/8 breaker bar. Let's see, and let's go ahead. Damn, easy install. Not too bad. Alright, so I'm about to install this. I ran to the store, ended up getting replacement bolts for the mounts here. And what I ended up getting, I might end up having to get one more, but it's a M12, and the pitch was 1.25, and then this one being a M8. Actually, this one was a 1.75, and this one was the 1.25. So we're gonna go ahead, let's get it into position. Probably be a wise thing, hold it in its place. Cool. There we go. And again, this is a M8 1.25 pitch. Alright, got these into position. Good. Alright, so we got one connector here, and attach that to the number 1, which all data says cylinder number 1 is going to be on the front right. So we're going to come out this way, and we got it right here. Bam. Good. Okay, so assuming the long ones have to reach around, the next one I'm going to take is this one, which should be number 2. So we're going to connect this to number 2. Good. And then we got number 2 right here. So we're going to take this one here, and we're going to plug it into the spark plug right here. Alright, there we go. So the 1 and 2 are in. Alright, I'm assuming this one's 3. This is the shortest one out of all of the 3 long wires. We're going to go ahead, we're going to set this one up here. Make sure it's binding down good. Rotate that, toss it over to that side. And then from here, I'm going down from the bottom. It's actually a little bit easier to get to this back one. And get that wire in there. Good. That's in there nice and snug, and basically ended up squeezing my hand right through this little window, all the way through, and getting the hand in. All right, so the next ones here, we have 4, 5, and then the one back here being 6. So I'm gonna take the longest wire here, put it on 4. Good. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then we're gonna reach it through. Bam, bam. Good. And then we got 5, which I think is the same as number 6. Oh man. Pop, pop. Come on. There we go. We've got, let me see, number 5 right here. right. Next goal, we want to go ahead and get this into position without slamming anything on our face, hopefully. This is going to be tough. But, let me see. I think what I want to do, let's get this out. What to do, let's get this first one in. And I'll take that. Good. All right. Try to get this into its position so it stops rotating. Hopefully that keeps it in its spot. But it is a 12 point, and it's a 12 millimeter. Alright, so make sure you take off the e-brake, because once you attach this, you won't be able to rotate the transmission, and make sure it's in neutral. So that's a good sign. Definitely a good sign. We'll bottom that out. Alright, let's go for this one here. Alright, cool. So I still got one more at the very top. We'll jump over, we'll do this. It was kind of rotating without me holding it. I think I might have to pull that up a little bit more. Left hand ain't that strong, alright. All right, last one. All right, come on. All right. There we have it.